Just about 5 years ago, on my 36th birthday, I was still single and wondering if maybe I was just meant to be alone. I had never been in a healthy, lasting relationship, even though I wanted to be in a loving partnership so badly. And even though I'd done years of personal development work, I'd read all the dating and relationship books, I'd hired multiple coaches, I followed all the feminine energy tips and dating advice, but nothing was working. And I didn't understand why love seemed so hard for me. I thought there was something wrong with me. Maybe I was just unlovable and love wasn't in the cards for me in this lifetime. But just 6 months after my 36th birthday, almost to the day, I met the love of my life, a healthy, emotionally available masculine man who loves me, respects me, and cherishes me exactly as I am. He's someone I can be honest with. I feel safe to be myself and share my full self with. He's someone I can be playful with and grow with and feel fully connected to emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So, what changed, right? How did I go from believing I was going to be single forever to meeting my soulmate? Well, it wasn't about being more feminine. It wasn't about fixing myself. It wasn't about loving myself more. It wasn't about playing by these dating rules that never felt right to me in the first place. The real shift was that I stopped trying to think my way into love and I learned how to rewire my nervous system so that the healthy love I truly desired finally felt safe. So, if you are a woman that has been single for a long time and you want to feel wanted and chosen and deeply loved by a man that you can trust and have fun with and grow with and feel attracted to. And if you're sick and tired of chasing and overthinking and trying to follow all the feminine energy rules and dating tips that just leave you feeling confused and defeated, and you're still single as ever, then keep watching because this video is for you. So, before I made these shifts that changed everything in my love life, I used to think that I needed to dress a certain way and act a certain way. I needed to lose weight. I needed to follow all the rules about leaning back and letting him lead and don't text first to be more in my feminine. But the truth is, it was never about being more feminine or looking a certain way or winning some invisible game between masculine and feminine energy. And what nobody tells you is that trying to play by these old, outdated rules about what relationships should look like and what women need to do in order to be desirable to men is actually pushing the love you want further away. This is why you feel stuck in your love life, and no matter what you do, nothing changes. And I get it. I really do. I know exactly how you're feeling right now because I was you until I started using these two shifts to attract a conscious masculine man without games, without performing, without being more in my feminine, and without abandoning myself in the process. So, here are the two simple shifts I made to go from single at 36 to meeting my soulmate just 6 months later. Shift number one is somatic safety. When I stopped focusing on all these surface level things and started focusing on how safe I felt in my body, everything changed. This is truly the missing piece to finding the kind of man and relationship you really want. Because the truth is, the love you want is not based on these masculine feminine dynamics or these outdated ideas of dating and relationships. It's based on somatic safety, a feeling of being safe and secure and connected and at ease in your own body. This happens on a nervous system level. You cannot fake it. Your body runs the show in dating and relationships, not your mind. So if your nervous system thinks that love equals inconsistency or emotional distance or having to earn love and attention, you'll keep being drawn to those same patterns no matter what you want or whether you know better in your head. When your nervous system feels safe, you stop chasing, you stop performing, and you naturally lose interest in men who can't meet you, who aren't a match for you. But understanding this principle in your mind isn't enough. This isn't something you can figure out and think your way into. Because without tools and practices that will actually rewire your nervous system for something different, you'll fall right back into the same patterns, feeling drawn to emotionally unavailable men, feeling anxious after dates, constantly second guessing yourself and overriding your intuition. It wasn't until I learned specific somatic practices that things finally shifted. And I'll share how you can get these same practices in just a minute. But if you're wondering if this might be the missing key for you too, just think back to your last relationship or a recent dating experience. Did your body feel safe and at ease or more tense and anxious? Did you override your own signals to keep the connection going? Did you spend time overanalyzing and overthinking every interaction? Just starting to notice these things can be really powerful. And I want you to know it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It simply means your nervous system is still wired for old patterns. And this is exactly why I created my new program, Embodied Attraction, because this isn't something you can fake or think your way into. It's something you have to embody. And that's the difference between watching this video and being like, oh, yeah, I totally get it, makes perfect sense, but then nothing changes, and actually rewiring your nervous system so that you can experience what you really want in your love life. So, inside Embodied Attraction, I guide you through the same somatic practices I used to rewire my nervous system and so much more so that you can do it too. So that you can stop spiraling and stop chasing and finally feel safe enough to attract a man who is your perfect match and who fully chooses you. Shift number 2 is the slowing down principle. You've probably heard before that urgency kills attraction, but it's not for the reason you think or the reason that everyone else is teaching you. It's not because you're too in your masculine or because you texted back too soon. It's because rushing disconnects you from yourself. And anytime you feel a sense of urgency and it feels like you must make something happen right now, like maybe you're overfunctioning or scheming how to keep his attention, or you're trying to push things forward before you really even know him, it's a clear sign that your nervous system is running the show. And when your nervous system is running the show, you can't actually feel what's true for you. And I want to be very clear here that this slowing down principle isn't another dating tactic or strategy, right? This is not about withholding or playing games like other dating coaches are telling you to lean back, to let him chase, don't text first, be in your feminine, etc. The slowing down principle isn't something you do or think yourself into. This is an energetic state that comes from feeling safe in your own body. It happens from the inside out. You can use all the willpower you have to not text him back right away or play it cool. But if your body is still freaking out on the inside, it won't matter. But when you can embody this principle and apply it in your dating life, you really give space to see who a guy really is and not get attached to who you want him to be, to the fantasy, right? You can stay connected to your own needs and feelings and boundaries. You can let him show up for you without feeling like you need to fill all the empty space or force a connection. And you can really feel the difference between chemistry and a real connection so that you can stop wasting months on the wrong men. This principle seriously changes everything, but only if you can actually embody it. And it wasn't until I started getting to the root cause of these patterns and using somatic practices to rewire my nervous system that slowing down became natural and embodied, and it actually felt good. That's when I stopped pushing, I stopped over functioning, and was finally able to just relax around men and in my dating life. And again, if urgency keeps running the show, it's not because you don't know better or you're doing something wrong. This is about so much more than tips or tricks or figuring him out. It's about rewiring your body so that this slowing down happens naturally, which makes you magnetic to the kind of man you really want. So, I've shared two principles that completely changed my love life. First, somatic safety, because your nervous system, not your mind, is deciding who you're drawn to. And second, the slowing down principle, because urgency disconnects you from yourself and keeps you stuck in these old patterns that no longer serve you. These two shifts were the turning point that took me from my 36th birthday, crying, still single, doubting if I'd ever find love, to meeting my soulmate just 6 months later. But the most important thing about this is that understanding these shifts in your mind isn't enough. Awareness is just the first step. Embodiment is what really makes the difference so that you can actually experience something different in your love life. Without the embodiment piece, you'll continue to spin your wheels, staying stuck in your head and stuck in the same old patterns with the wrong men. So, if all of this is making sense to you, I invite you to check out my new program, Embodied Attraction. I walk you step by step through the exact framework and practices that helped me completely shift my love life so that I stopped being drawn to emotionally unavailable men, overanalyzing every little thing and always overthinking and anxious about what was going to happen next and when I was going to meet him. And I could finally feel calm and confident and at ease around men and in my dating life. And I started attracting men who were clear and grounded and ready for love until I met Johnny, the perfect man for me. So, this program is not more theory. It's not more dating tips and strategies. You have all of that already. This is going to take you from knowing this information to actually embodying it. And this is the missing piece that finally starts shifting your love life for real. So please, you do not need to go on one more date with an emotionally unavailable man that will never be able to see your magic. Don't wait one more day wondering if something is wrong with you or if you're going to be single forever. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. Your nervous system just needs to feel safe receiving the kind of love you really deserve. And when it does, everything will change. So if you have any questions or you're wondering if this is right for you, please reach out or leave a comment. Send me a DM on Instagram at Love and Soma. And I hope to see you inside Embodied Attraction.